Rule of election. So Section 35 of Transfer of Property Act, it subsumes the doctrine of election along with Section 180 to 190 of Indian Succession Act 1925. First, election means choosing between two alternative rights. If two rights are endowed on a person under any instrument in such a manner that one right is more preferable than the other, he is bound to elect or choose only one of them. Theme behind Section 35 is elegans creatura non est ordinarius. He is not to be heard who alleges things contradictory to each other. So the section reads as where a person professes to transfer property which he has no right to transfer and as part of the same transaction confers any benefit on the owner of the property, such owner must elect either to confirm such transfer or to dissent from it, and in the later case he shall relinquish between so conferred, and the benefit so relinquished shall revert to the transfer or his representative as if it had not been disposed of, subject nevertheless where the transfer is gratuitous and the transfer has before the election died or otherwise became incapable of making a fresh transfer, and in all cases where the transfer is for consideration to charge of making good to the disappointed transferee the amount or value of property attempted to be transferred to him. The rule in the first paragraph of this section applies whether the transfer does or does not believe that which he professes to transfer to be his own. Person taking no benefit directly under a transaction but deriving a benefit under it indirectly need not elect. A person who, in his own capacity, takes a benefit under the transaction may, in another, dissent therefrom. So, from the case of Dhanpati versus Devi Prasad and others, it was determined that before election, following condition must be fulfilled. First, a person having no right to transferring property. Second, he must transfer some benefit of the owner to the property as part of the same transaction. Third, the owner must elect either to confirm the transfer or to dissent from it. The effect of election against a transfer. So, the effect of election against a transfer is where the owner dissents from the transfer of his property. First, he must forego the benefit. Second, the benefit contemplated for him would then go back to the transferor. Now, exceptions to the rule of election. First, where a particular benefit is expressed to be conferred on the owner of the property which the transfer possesses to transfer, such benefit is in lieu of that property. If such owner claims the property, he is not bound to relinquish any other benefit that he achieves through the same transaction. Then, the acceptance of the benefit by the original owner will be considered to be an election by him to confirm the transfer if he is aware of his duties and responsibilities and of the circumstances that might influence a prudent man into making an election. Third, this knowledge of the circumstance can be assumed if the person who gets the benefit enjoys it for a period of more than 2 years without doing any act to express dissent. Then the transferor would ask him to elect his choice if the original owner does not elect his option within a year of the transfer of property. Even after the reasonable time, if he still does not elect, the original owner shall be presumed to have elected the validation of the property transfer as his choice. In context of minor, the period of election shall be adjourned till the individual attains the majority unless he is represented by a guardian. Now, modes of election. So, the election by the owner can either be direct or indirect. In direct election, one just needs to simply communicate about the elected choice or option. Though, in case of an indirect election, the acceptance of the benefit by the owner is subject to two conditions. First, he has to have the knowledge of his responsibility to elect. Second, there must be proof of knowledge of circumstances which would influence the judgment of a prudent man to make an election. Now, the election shall be presumed when the donee acts in such a manner with the property gifted to him, that it becomes impossible to return it to the original owner in its original state.